Incarnate Word comes in with an 0-2 record, with a little bit of desperation, and not surprisingly took on a very defensive stance, played 9, 10, sometimes 11 guys back. How frustrating was that for your team, and what could you as coaches do to try to compensate for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've seen already a couple times this year. We're getting better with it. It's one of the hardest things in the game, to break down a group of 10 field players behind the ball that make it hard for us to find our way through. I thought they defended well, and they had a plan, and they stuck to it. And we were hoping it was only a matter of time until that goal came, and we created enough chances. But we can be better as well. We weren't fantastic tonight by any means.
Is it different coaching a very young defense through that kind of approach, rather than having Bryce Clark and
Sure.
Jordan Cano and Jared Rice and those guys who aren't here anymore?
No, I mean, those guys play it. That was last year, so that one's over. But yeah, with the young guys, just to play at the right tempo. And sometimes when a team sits off, it lulls you into sleep, and then therefore our speed of play is too slow. So I think we found our way, but we still need to play with a bit more urgency to break teams down that sit that deep. So, but we found our chances, and there were moments that looked really good, but there were definitely moments of frustration as well.
When Talon Maples got what turned out to be the game-winning goal, did you think that was going to be sort of open the door for more? Do you think they might come in bunches at that point?
Sure. No, I mean, I thought we could have scored a handful of goals. I mean, Keane had a couple, McLaughlin had a few good chances, Emil had a couple good chances. So, I mean, we could have scored more, but one was enough. It wasn't a perfect performance by any means, but I don't want to apologize for winning. We're happy to win, and we walk off with a young group that gains more belief in what we're doing, and feel good about the result.
Garrett McLaughlin moved around a little bit. You had him at an offensive midfield. You had him up front at some points. What did you think about his performance and just juggling between a couple different positions?
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he's always dangerous. I mean, he missed the penalty, and he's gonna shoot himself for that. But I just told him we believe in him. I mean, he scores 14 goals last year. He's a guy that was sacrificing for the team, and he's playing a little bit out of position, trying to feel his way into a bit of a new role. We have multiple number 9s that we feel very good about. So Garrett played a little bit underneath tonight, but he can stretch teams, he can score goals. He's finding his way into form. He's finally healthy again, which is great. So he's a guy we fully believe in and know can score goals when big games come around. So we trust him, and we hope he just keeps getting about his business to find those goals.
Late in the game, when you're nursing a 1-goal lead and obviously trying for a second, you went young but big. You added Vargas, you added Knut Allender. Was that in part to defend against their set pieces, especially with Luna, who does the long throw-ins?
Yeah, I mean, it was to get Carlos some experience. We've been trying to. I was hoping we'd get the second. It would make it feel more secure when we got him experience. But yeah, I mean, it was good to get him in there, and he's a big boy, but he's got really good feet. So we think he can continue to grow and develop. Knut's an excellent passer, so getting him in there to kind of calm the game down when it gets a little chaotic. He does a good job in there as well. So yeah, we made changes, but a lot of that was to change shape a little bit just to see the game out. We didn't play our best, but there's no BCS in soccer, so a 1-0 win is no different than 5-0. So we walk off, and nobody will ever remember except it was a W.
You went 13-0 at home last year. Now you're 2-1 all at home, and you get another one Monday night when a pretty good Denver team comes in. What do you want to clean up, or what do you want to see Monday night to get another good result?
Yeah, we need to start faster. When we start really slow, I mean, for 2 of our 3 games at home, we kind of slowly feel our way into the game, and but we need a little more urgency when we start the game. Denver's going to be a very good test for our young team. So it's the biggest game of the early part of the season. So we need to be prepared. They knocked off a really good Washington team last night in overtime, and they got 1 extra day of rest on us, but they got to travel here and play. So we're looking forward to it. I think it's a really good test for a young SMU team to really see where we're at. So it should be a fun one on Monday.